Starting off with the Face of Australia eye primer and matte, and then I'm going to be setting that with the Rimmel pressed powder in translucent just to make sure that the texture isn't too sticky. And then I'm taking Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie and placing it as a transition shade for my next transition shade, just nice and softly. And the one that I'm using here is Cocoa Bear, so I'm working that outer corner of where the tape is starting from the V and just gradually buffing it in towards the inner corner of my eye, just as a nice transition shade. So make sure you take another blending brush and really blend it out. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Tough as Top and just placing it all over my lid as a cream base for the pigment, and I'm using water literally because I don't have anything else, still works, and the pigment, and packing the heck out of it onto my free lid space, really just packing that and making it as pigmented as possible. And then I'm taking whatever's left on the brush and just kind of buffing it outwards, and then you'll see that once you take a blending brush and kind of blend out that pigment where you want it to, it sort of melts into that reddish tone because it is a multi-tone pigment. It's got that blue, brown and the red, and it's so beautiful. But for some reason my eye looks like it's having a period here. Don't know why I just said that. Let's move on. Going in with Makeup from Makeup Geek and putting it in that V-shaped formation that I'm just kind of airing out for you, and just placing it there, focusing on the outer edge of my eyes and slowly bringing it towards the inner corner. We're basically just darkening the outer bit so it looks like there's some gradient to the eye look. And then I'm just going in with Vanilla Bean and just using that to lightly highlight the brow bone. Then I'm just going in with Makeup Geek's Whimsical Fold Shadow in the inner corner of my eye to brighten that up. And then I'm tightlining my eyes with the Models Prefer Coal Black eyeliner as usual. And then just taking the China Doll gel liner from Napoleon and using an e.l.f. eyeliner brush. Relying on the tape as a crutch because I can't do winged eyeliner for the life of me. But I've been really enjoying this brush nonetheless, so I'm doing that. And then I'll be cleaning the excess up after taking off the tape with the L'Oreal Eye Makeup Remover. Then starting off with my face, I'm taking the Australis Matte Mattifying Face Base and combining that with the Face of Australia Face Base Primer, as you guys have seen me do many times. I'm also using a brush to spread it around near my eyebrows because I feel like my fingers are way too fat and kind of smudge my brows when I'm doing it sometimes, so that's why I'm doing that. And then the foundation I'm using is a Bourjois Healthy Mix in the center of my face and the Maybelline Fit Me Original, before it was called Dewy, in the outer perimeters of my face. I'm applying my foundation today with a flat foundation brush, which I never usually do, but I'm going over it with a Real Techniques beauty sponge just to smooth it out. So that's what I'm doing there, just really bouncing and tapping it and just massaging my face essentially with that. Then I'm just highlighting my under eyes and concealing with the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer, and just doing the side of my nose as well. I'm using that to highlight. I already said that. And then I'm contouring with the Napoleon Paris foundation stick in the look 6B using that same foundation brush, and then I'll be going over everything again with the sponge to, you know, massage that in there. Then I'm spraying water again on my sponge because I'm too povo to buy myself some more finishing spray, and I do this because the water absorbs most of the more makeup, not most of it, so it doesn't look super cakey and it's easier to blend as well. So yeah, get that sponge nice and moist, ladies. I'm going in with the yellow concealer from Physicians Formula and just putting it in the darkest points of my eyes where I feel like I didn't get enough coverage. And then here I'm just applying the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights as a liquid highlighter to the highest points of my cheeks and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Here I'm just sharpening my brows by concealing them using the Ben Nye Yellow Special Highlight Concealer, which is a cream concealer, and then I'm baking my face with the Ben Nye Banana Powder, making sure the sponge is still kind of moist from before, and I'm going to leave it on my face but not too long because I don't want to look like Bart Simpson. So I'm just doing a little bit on my nose and underneath my cheeks as well. And then I am of course dusting that all off with the Kabuki brush. Then I'm taking this gorgeous bronzer shade from the Urban Decay Flush Palette from my good friend Emily. If you're watching this, thank you so much. And I'm just bronzing my face where the sun would naturally hit. You guys know the drill. And then to contour, I'm going to be using this brush from eBay and the Inglot 505 Freedom HD Sculpting Powder and just contouring my face. This powder is really light, so you can't really go overboard and over contour. And then just blending that all out with a Kabuki just to avoid any harsh lines. Then I'm just taking the highlight shade from the same flushed palette and just putting on the highest points of my cheeks, and then I'll be going in with this blush shade from the same palette And oh my gosh, this blush is so gorgeous, and I'm usually not a blush person, but this is freaking beautiful. And then I'm layering even more highlight with the MAC Soft and Gentle over the Urban Decay highlighter, and it just looks so good and it's not too intense. Of course, blending that out with Kabuki brush as well. Then whatever I did with my eyes, I'm repeating on my lower lash line, and that includes putting the Insomnia Pigment just a tiny bit in the center of my eyes. And then I'm going to be curling my lashes, mascara, falsies. You guys know how it is. Then just taking the same Maybelline Falsies mascara, I'm applying it to my lower non-existent lashes. It doesn't even work because I don't have them, but I feel naked without trying anyway, so there's that. And then I'm just lining my lips with the MAC Spice lip liner. I'm making sure to fill my whole lips with it as well because the color is gorgeous. And then I'm taking the Napoleon Purtis lip gloss in the shade Kate just in the center so that it doesn't look so matte. And there's a finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye! Moving on to the angled brush. This brush is very soft.